Hey guys, today I'm reading a book called Skateboard Party. So, I'm pretty sure this book is about a boy that has a mother that doesn't let him play certain games and doesn't. I don't really know. Let's just sit back and enjoy. Today we'll be reading chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 1. A note from Mrs. Shelby Ortiz. That's my teacher name, Ortiz. Richard is watching the clock above the whiteboard. 4 minutes until its weekend officially begins. Not technically, but in his mind, when the bell rings, that is the signal from freedom. The signal from his freedom, but he only has to the door waiting for everyone on his table to straighten up. Look, ready to be dismissed. Those are Mrs. Shelby Ortiz's words. She's a teacher, and she's really nice. I like her a lot. When his table is called, he would have to hold himself back from jumping around and running out of there. First, he must get up and push his chair under the desk and stand behind like a soldier, mouth zipped. Then he'll have to walk in an orderly fashion to the line at the classroom door. He'll have to make sure he what? He what? Keeps his lips together and doesn't touch well wrap in his shoulders for fun. You'll have to make sure he doesn't make a fart sound with his armpit. Those try really what? He must try really hard not to pull up one of those nose Nicky's braids. It's truly difficult to be perfect. He looks over at Gavin, his best friend. His new best friend, actually. His new best friend. Gavin can do all that being good stuff so easily. He doesn't even look tempted to jump around, pull a braid or give a punch. He makes it look so easy. The bell rings. It sounded like music to Richard's ears. Mrs. Shelby starts to look around. All the students were hurrying and putting away their textbooks, load up their backpacks, chuck the floor around their desk, and start ramming behind their chairs. Richard is the best, straight as a garment. Stand under his table. He knows Mrs. Shelby Ortiz is going to compliment him. You could just hear the world. Really love the way Richard is standing. He's looking ready to read it. He waits for them. His table is the best. Without that rack at table 4 is still picking a paper from the floor. Ha. Miss Sylvie begins her story, walking slowly. Checking desk, looking at Roar. I like table 3, she says. Hooray, that's his table. Yes. They look already line up. come on. Mrs. Toby put Richie's. More please, Richard. He looks over Gavin and smiles, but Gavin is too busy looking sugar. Table 3. You may line up. Richard tries hard not to shoot out from his behind. There's fast behind his desk and walk past the door. Richard. Except Richard, I want you to be seated for now. At first, he takes you real correctly. This room. Did he hear? Did he hear her right? The other students at the table quickly walked to the door. Richard sits back down and look at Mrs. Shelby Ortiz dismisses the rest of the class table by table. When the student walks out, she goes to her desk. She puts her grade book, the dreaded grade book, in the middle of it. She looks over at Richard and smiles and says, "Come over here, have a seat." He doesn't like the way the chairs look. Facing Mrs. Shelby Ortiz's desk it looks like the chair of a person guilty of something. With his accidentally not giving this thing, I hope this doesn't have anything to do with accidentally not giving this part of the presentation about the habitat of the howler, I think. Monkey last week, he was hopping, she had kind of forgot about it. Oh, he was hoping she had just kind of forgot about it. Richard sits down and looks at his hands. Mrs. Shelby Ortiz settles into his turn. "We have a problem," she says. Richard keeps looking down at his hands. Mrs. Shelby opens his grade book. Uh-oh, Richard swallows. He doesn't like that grade book. It feels it contains a bunch of evidence against him. Bad spelling grades? Bad test grades? Things like that. He looks out the window and wishes he were one of the kids running around for the bus or laughing and talking with friends. What happened to your part of the rainforest report? What happened to your part of the rainforest report? Weren't you supposed to turn it in last Friday? Miss Shelby asked. Richard stared at his hands more and thinks that he had broken. The class had broken up into groups. Each group has a rainforest animal. He was in the group howler monkey, which is excluding the Eric Castello. Yonda, Nikki, Richard, Yonda, and Nikki. Richard was supposed to do the habitat. Eric is supposed to do the howler. Eric was supposed to do the howler. Nikki and Yonda were doing the visual aid choice. In the pictures, some drawn, and some copied from books and stuff. The day of the presentation, Richard had been Richard had been homesick. Well, truthfully, he had only had the sniffles, and he could have gone to school, except he kind spent too much time playing video games. And Jimmy was moving out. The day leading up to the presentation, by the time we got down to work, Sunday night, the Sunday night, the report was due on Monday. Really a little bit, Billy was a little bit sniffly. Miss Shelby Ortiz let the group monkey delay their report until that Friday. Did seem as though he had plenty of time to get it together, but Friday came really fast, and Richard still wasn't ready. The group had to work without the part about the habitat, had to present their report without the part about the habitat of the howler monkey. Miss Shelby and team had to said she'd give it until Monday. Monday came pretty fast too. Not traveling. And she just really hasn't forgotten about the presentation. I'm sorry, Richard, she says. You have not been doing your best work in the other areas as well. She wants her finger down into the grade book. And thanks to Page, it stops at his name. Oh my, she said under her breath of a finger across the page, stepping every few moments to herself. She turns a few more pictures, finds his name again, runs a finger about that one. Every once in a while, she sinks a bit slowly, and sadly, these spelling words are not good. They're math quizzes. I know you can do better. Rachel looks down again, but she hears Mrs. Shelby Ortiz open her jaw. She glances up to see her with that scary pad in the front of her. That the one for requesting that a parent or guardian should come in for conference. She begins to write on it quickly. Richard starts making some calculations. If she brings the notes home the day and gives it to his parents, there goes his weekend. There goes Surgery son Johnson's skateboard party next Saturday. There goes lounging around watching TV and playing video games, practicing his flat ground ollie, his favorite skateboard trick. And here comes a miserable big friend. Chores decides to make him learn with some responsibility and provide him with the opportunity to think about his bad choices. He doesn't want a weekend of chores and think about what he could do better. What kid would know it would be better to hold off getting that note to his parents as long as possible. He thinks that's just what he's going to do. So that's what I'm going to do. He tells Gavin on the way home from school. But Richard, why didn't you just do the report? Wouldn't that have been easier? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and I meant to do it. Yeah, and I meant to do it. I really did. But then I got busy before I knew it. It was Sunday night, but Mrs. S didn't give your group extra time. Why? Didn't you get it done? I know. I meant to Gavin. And she looks at him and shakes his head. I hope that works for you. I hope that works for you. And shakes his head. Wait. Richard changes the subject. Georgie Jones at his skateboard party is a week from Saturday. You wait until you're gonna see what I'm going to do. It's gonna be awesome. Why didn't you? Okay. Georgie Johnson's skateboard party is a week from Saturday. I and wait till I till you see what I'm going to do. It's a surprise. You'll see. He doesn't know why he sounded so confident. He's planning on doing what he's never done. He's never done one before. He's he's planning on doing a black brown ollie over a crate, which is really hard. He's never done it before, but he's got it down pat without a crate, so he should be able to do it over a crate, right? At least that's what he tells himself. They part when they reach Felton, Richard Street. Gavin goes to his own street, Willow Avenue. As soon as Richard walks through the front door, Daniel appears out of nowhere and gives him a punch on the arm. Daniel, who's in 5th grade, Dan, Daniel, who's in 5th grade, is always doing things like that. But Richard doesn't really care. On Friday, it's gonna be awesome. He tries to punch Daniel back, but his brother dances out the way. Huh. Then he runs upstairs. Okay. That's okay. We'll get Donna. At least when he least expects it. They share in the same room, so there will be plenty of opportunity. They share the same room, so there will be plenty of opportunity. Richard has two other brothers, Jamil, who is in 7th grade, and Ronald, who is in 9th grade. They drive their mom nuts with the noise and the wrestling and the playfighting and arguments over chores and video games. Sometimes she just goes into her room and escapes with a book just to restore my sanity. She puts it, she puts it, then it's great because the guys his dad included on Friday during basketball season. Richard and her mom retreats to her room with a book. Richard's dad orders an extra large pizza. All the guys sit around and watch the game together. And then shoots the hoop at the driveway at halftime. Fridays are great. Who needs to think about the dumb note from Shelby Ortiz? When you're in the middle of having a great time on Friday night, wonders Richard. He thinks of the note tucked away in his backpack with a few stickers. He puts it right out of his mind. Friday night. Chapter 2. Cinnamon Crunch and Cream Puff Pursuits. On the eye of the sun on his eyelids wakes Richard on Saturday morning. He opens one eye and stares at Daniel, sleeping across the room, on his own bed under the, the window. Daniel's mouth is hanging open, and Richard can see the thin slowly coming down the slide. Where's it coming down the side of his cheek? Richard is up in bed, stands looking at his better. There's a can of soda on the floor beside Tony's bed. Mother doesn't allow food or drinks in the bedroom, and Richard is torn between telling Daniel something and doing something funny as revenge for that punch in the arm, which still hurts, by the way. He opts for later, but first he had to make his morning trip to the bathroom. When he comes back, he creeps across the room, picks up the can. There's a little bit of soda inside. There's soda inside. I can't make his drip the mud. There's still a little bit of soda inside. He looks at Darnell now, and Darnell's mouth is closed. He has a frown on his face. If he might be dreaming, he's being chased away by a great growling dog. Richard chuckles to himself and positions to get over Donald's head. Slowly he begins to tilt the can of liquid and poised at the opening. Donald makes a snapping thought, and he thought he was dreaming of as though he was dreaming of eating pancakes or fried chicken or something. Richard tilts the can a bit more. A tiny drop of soda falls on Donald's face. Donald fills again, and bats on his face. They're flying, giving him an annoying tickle. Richard doubles over with a silent laughter, calms himself, and insists over. He tilts the can over little by little until it drops full on Donald's chin. Donald scratches his chin. Donald has dashed out to the hole so he can laugh. Without being heard, he creeps back in his can of juice. He creeps back in with his can of soda with a big grin. Force the remaining liquid onto Donald's forehead. Donald sits straight up, looking around. His eyes settle on Richard, and then the can doors the covers and leaps out of the bed. You're in for it, but Richard's already out in the door, hurrying down the stairs. His Donald's clothes on his heel, he feels pajamas to the top of being a back, jerk's back. And suddenly Richard's on his backside, trapped in a chokehold from the beginning. He tries to protest loudly while Darnell screams, "What's wrong? You started it, and now I'm gonna end it." Richard tries to pull Darnell's arms away. "Let go," he shouts, hoping his mother will come and get him out of his predicament as soon as possible. Darnell is now digging into his knuckle into Richard's shoulder. It's one of his special moves. "Quit it," Richard yells. "Where's your mom?" he thinks. "Get off me." He can't take it killing me. There's only a little slower. I was only playing. Richard feels Darnell digging more as he struggles to escape. He feels tears getting. He wills them away. Donald thought he brought Richard to tears. See that he brought Richard to tears. Richard will be in a whole day of teasing. Let me go. Which means even louder. Finally hears his mother approaching as the slippers slap against the floor. She appears at the bottom of the stairs looking squinting. Donald drops his hands, releasing Richard. His mother crossed the arms. I know you're not causing this ruckus. First thing Saturday morning, when you both know I've been volunteering all week at the food bank, and my forward to sitting at the table quietly with my coffee and newspaper. All you know is get up and start with your promotion. I know I must be hearing things. Then Richard sees his mother with natural flair. Her guidance not even much hinted to other judges before she comes up with an awful punishment. He can sense Donald's dread. This might be a warning to clean out the garden with those spiderwebs and bugs. I hear this kind of commotion one more time. I'm going to find out a way to get rid of yourselves and all of that extra energy. I'm making myself clear. Yes, they say in both small voices. What? She says? I didn't hear you. Yes, they say louder than usual. With their mother nods, she turns back on her heels. She goes back to the kitchen. Donald gives Richard a sneaky final punch. Richard starts to say, I'm sorry, but he stops and sighs heavily. He pulls his feet and stops up the stairs. It's time to get his family going. He needs to practice his background ollie over the crate. He's going to show off at Georgie Johnson's party. As he's going to the bathroom, he washes his face and brushes his teeth. He wonders what kind of birthday cake Georgie's gonna have. Of course, that's when Donald gets out of his own toothbrush and starts brushing his teeth alongside Richard, spitting into the sink without turning the water to rinse away his mouth. Donald knows Richard is screeching for the same reason. He spit about the spit mixed with toothpaste is almost about to make him gag. Richard pushes Donald with side body to get him out of the way. Donald pushes back. It all has to be done slightly lest they both wind up cleaning the garage. Finally, disgusted Richard goes to his parents' bathroom. He has a little extra quiet because his father is still sleeping. When he tiptoes and told him over his going for he remembers the note tucked away in his backpack. And again, he pushes it out of his mind. Everybody gets his own. Everyone gets his own breakfast Saturday morning. Jamal and Ronald are still asleep. They always sleep late on Saturdays. Good, Richard thinks. It means there'll still be plenty of cinnamon crisps left for him and Donald. Plenty of cinnamon crush means there's still enough for him and Donald. Richard just opened a new box the day before. It was sitting on top of the refrigerator. Tomorrow, Mother would dash to the market and to buy more because they run out. You'll wait until it's time to go to the grocery store again next week until the family will go be down into the little package of hot cereal, oatmeal, and cream of wheat. Richard looks over his shoulder by the kitchen door. Looks like Donald has got sidetracked by something quickly. Richard opens the cabinet. His mother keeps all the plastic containers for storing food. He glances at the kitchen door again. The box of cereal off the refrigerator. He gets the box of cereal off the refrigerator. He puts half of it into a plastic container. He puts the top back into the container. And then he looks for a hiding place. Suddenly he hears Stone on the stairs. He glances around again. He shoves the container into the oven just in time. Donald comes to his attention, yawning. Richard shakes the cereal bowl into the hand. The oven in time. Donald comes into the kitchen, yawning. Richard shakes the cereal into a bowl and hands the box to Donald. He tries to look innocent. Donald shakes the box, frowning. He shrugs, fills the box up. He feels a bowl that puts the cereal back on top of the fridge. There's a sitting down at the table. Jerry comes over, yawning. He doesn't speak. He just goes to the refrigerator and gets this and goes to the box of cinnamon crunch. Ooh, who ate all the cereal? There's just some crumbs left. I just have this one bowl done that says "Me too," said Richard, looking up at the finish thing. Finishes wolfing down his cereal and breaks the bowl so he's wished to drink the milk. Mom just bought this box 2 days ago. Richard shuts down and sets his phone when he heard a mother's voice calling from the dining room. She cutting coupons from Maxwell's Sunday paper. Don't you dare go into the cream cups, she says. My book club is meeting there today. All the boys said cream puffs. Richard goes into the refrigerator, opens it. He sees a big box. There they are. Looks like at least a dozen. He swallows and knows he's gonna sneak one later. Remember, later when the half of the club members pass because of their diet or got something that he just has to wait it out. He decides to go into the den and watch cartoons. Once he's sprawled on the couch, he thinks of a Saturday. Saturday. After a while, he gets tired of cartoons and decides it's time to practice the flat ground home for his mother comes up with a zillion chores for him to do. He needs to get it perfect so he's not nervous when he does at the show up at Johnson's party. The skateboard leaning against the garage, the crate next to it. Next to it is his heart begins to beat fast. If his heart is beating fast out, why is he setting up? How would he feel at the skate park? O'clock. He got until 2 o'clock Saturday. He gave Gavin a plank to walk over to the park. Where's the party gonna be together? The Richard thinks to improve a drop of rain. He looks at the ground. He's considering doing one more flat round ollie, but the rain's coming down a little harder. I'll wait it out, he thinks, takes his feet to the top back porch step. He sighs, just his luck. What what if it doesn't stop raining? What if it doesn't stop? What if it doesn't? He'll practice to move in his mind. So what does? So that's what he does. He sits on the step to practice to move in his mind until he hears his mother open the back door. Open the back door. What are you doing? Sitting there out in the rain, practicing my move in my mind for Kurt, shouts his mother. You don't need to practice in the rain. The party's a week away. You got plenty of time to practice. Just my luck. Richard stays, Richard, just my mind, just my luck. Richard thinks. He stays inside for a little bit longer. Then decides if he needs a cream puff or he needs a cream puff and a video game. Inside, he peeks through the door and leads to the dining room and sees that the pink box has been moved to the dining room table. His mother, Bill Club's meeting is meeting and has started in the living room right now, next to the dining room. Several women can have green puffs on their paper plates. A really fat lady has two. Will Richard be able to sneak one cream puff out of the pink box without being seen? He listens to the woman talking to another. It doesn't seem as if the meeting has even really started yet. He feels as though this is the refreshment part of the meeting. He quickly thinks about the cream puffs instead. No, he was perfectly good Saturday night. But then, later that night, he's watching television with Ronald Gerard. The notes pop into his head again. He also gets up to retrieve it and give it to his mom. He also gets up to retrieve it and give it to his mom, who right next then is in the kitchen, talking to the telephone on the telephone to her sister about Aunt Jen. Maybe Mom is so busy talking that she decides it's not a good idea. She'll just give it to her at breakfast. At breakfast, there doesn't seem to be a good time on Sunday breakfast or during the rest of the day. On Monday breakfast doesn't seem the right moment either. His mom is having a good time laughing and talking with his father. Why spoil the mood, Richard thinks. Later, he walks into school with Gavin and his student note on the bottom of his packet, right where he put it right in. So guys, that's gonna be the end of this video because I'm doing two parts. We read chapter 1 and 2. We're gonna read chapter 3 and 4 again tomorrow. And if there's more, I'm gonna turn it into a third part. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!